Hello everyone, and welcome to today's new love reading about you and your person, about your relationship. And we will be looking at the energy around your relationship. And I already shuffled the cards. And the first card that came, and just a moment because I need to hide. The first card is the Star. The Star, this is a card of healing, a card of wishing on a star and the water. It's a card of hope, of healing, of good energy. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, a solid new beginning. And the Fool, again signifying a beginning, a new energy. And then we have the Hermit. And the Hermit is another spiritual card similarly to the Star, and signifies this. You see in his right there is a star. So yeah, it feels like there is a new energy, brand new energy coming in, an energy of healing. And maybe this energy is coming after a long pause, which was necessary to get to this healing energy. And we'll see what the actual card says. But it looks like a chapter has ended between you and your person. Maybe a painful chapter, because the Star usually comes after the Tower. And it looks like healing is on the horizon, and new beginnings, new starts. So the first card we have is the Two of Pentacles. On the Two of Pentacles, you see a person juggling two pentacles, and behind them, in the background, are two ships, if you see, and they are also sort of off balance, because they're going up and down on the waves, and they're high waves. So there is this feeling of instability. You see this person standing on one leg, also sort of wanting to feel stable, catching stability, wanting to and there is stability. He's standing up, he's not falling down or anything, but still there's a lot going on. So it's like uncertain stability. Now let's see, and juggling a lot of things. So maybe your person or you, both of you, are very busy juggling things, work, home, responsibilities. And here we have the next card, which is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, you can see he is on the attack. He's on his horse, flying, hurrying. So there is this restless energy and wanting to do something, to push something forward, to maybe to get out of this juggling loop. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles represents cooperation and working together. There are three people, so this could suggest a third party involved in the relationship with you or your person and your person. And you see two people here and the one person there. So looks like the two people are together and the other person is on their own. And this is also could signify a beginning, because like wanting to start a project, something, working together. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, again signifying some sort of a beginning, a material, solid beginning, something concrete to arise from this juggling and restlessness. Maybe your person wants to get in contact with you and work with you and have something solid between you. And it looks like they're in a hurry, like they want this to happen already. But the juggling thing just keeps them in a loop, sort of. Now let's see what the other cards say. We will pull from the Light Seers Tarot deck, and let's first shuffle the cards a little and then see the energy that is behind. And we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. This is the most emotional, warm, caring energy in the tarot. So there is this caring, feeling energy between you. And then we have the Page of Swords, which is also someone poised to do something. Here there are light bulbs, so maybe, and the book, something needs to be learned. Maybe your person is learning about something or looking to find information, additional information on something. And then we have the Queen of Swords. She wants the truth. She wants honesty. And it's interesting because there are two queens. This one is an emotional queen. This one is more of a, well, it goes together with the Page of Swords, more of a mental energy. And then we have the Fool again. So, yeah, there's no question that there is deep emotional element here, deep feelings, caring feelings, and wanting to start anew, and wanting to get to the truth, looking to get to the truth. Now let's see what cards we pull to clarify these cards we pulled. In the first place, so the first we have the Hermit. The Hermit, yeah. So this juggling energy is a little bit of a contrast to this Hermit energy, because this is just, something going on and not being centered. And here it's the opposite. It's peace, it's pause, it's becoming centered until we reach enlightenment. And there is a path, you see, there is a path going up. And the person is sitting there on top, and there is light coming out of the person, just like we saw at the beginning of the energy. So there is this need to pause, which is in contrast also to the Knight of Swords, who wants to just, rush in. But no, there's a need to pause and to go inside and look for the truth. And then we have Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, this is again a little bit of a busy energy, working on something, wanting to become accomplished in something, just working hard. And this is a bit related to this restless energy of Knight of Swords. So there is again this contrast, because here you are working, you are engaging, you are doing something. It could also be related to this, because juggling and working on things. But then there's this need to, and it could be also a bit synonymous with this, finding balance. But yeah. Then we have Seven of Cups. And Seven of Cups is this, you can see many cups. He doesn't know which to choose. There's many possibilities. There is no clear answer, no clear one answer. And it's like he wants to make something concrete, something wants to work together, but there's just not clear how to do that. It's not clear how to do it. Maybe it could also be interpreted, well, as we said before, that if this is like third party having difficulty deciding which person to pick, as if your person or you are maybe faced with someone else, a third party, and not knowing what to choose. It's just not clear. There's too many options. And then we have the Hierophant. Again, the steps. You see here the steps, and here the steps, and again the light at the top of it. And he is laughing. So this has again this spiritual energy of wanting to get to the enlightenment. The Hierophant is otherwise represents tradition, but also spiritual connections. So, but here it clarifies the Page of Pentacles. This is something concrete wanting to be made, to be started, and maybe the path towards that is through some sort of path being taken and getting to the clarity, the light. So it still feels kind of unclear, but the Hierophant does prefer for things to stay as they are, just to observe the tradition, the status quo. So yeah, let's pull a few other cards just to see if we get a little bit more clarity about what these cards want to tell us. There is this feeling of uncertainty, of juggling two things, of not being able to decide, but needing to reach enlightenment. And here we also see several pentacles. It looks like the moon phases, similar to it. So there's a variety of options and juggling them. Now let's see the energy from this wild card tarot deck. And here we have the Five of Wands, which is a little bit of a conflict energy, and the High Priestess, again, it's intuition, going inside and wanting to see with your intuition. So maybe the path is not to choose but to go by intuition. But here we have the Three of Swords. There's been some heartbreak here, and the conflict here, and the High Priestess. And then we have again the Three of Pentacles, which represents this. So maybe there's been, due to this third party energy, some heartbreak, some conflict, and High Priestess could indicate some secrecy. Maybe your person or you both have to keep your connection secret because of the third party element, and it's breaking your hearts. And this is probably where all this indecision comes from, because the Three of Swords only comes after very deep feelings, and you cannot somehow be with that person, and it's deeply, deeply painful, which means that your person feels deep pain for not being able to realize this love, because there's obstacles. Now let's clarify the cards. Oh, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Hermit, and then we have the Two of Cups. So amid this juggling and going inside, your person may realize the deep love they have for you, or you may realize your deep love for them. And this is just a beautiful card. It signifies true reciprocal love. Both parties, both people love each other truly. And I guess that's what the truth is when the Hermit goes inside. And then we have Justice. Justice, and here you see the black cat and the white cat, and the sword here, as if to separate white from the black. And this could suggest a sort of separation. I can see it in this card, a separation between these two, the cats, and they could signify yin and yang energies, as is typical when two people are in a deep loving relationship. They sort of complement each other. But there is a sword between them, the sword of truth. And also, is this the World? Yeah, there are obstacles. There are obstacles between you and your person. That's why we saw the Three of Swords, because you cannot be with the person you love. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, and that's the feeling of being whole and being proud of what you've achieved. So maybe this is why it's so hard to decide, because when you've achieved something, when you've been successful, it's hard to give that up. But also, this could also signify wanting to feel whole, and maybe needing to feel whole before being able to come together. And then we have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords signifies conflict where no one really wins, empty victory. So, and maybe this talks about the relationship between your person and the person they're with, where even though there is this tradition keeping them together, they just are in conflict with each other. And here again, there's, you see, 2 swords and 2 swords, and the one sword separating. There is a lot of a feeling of separation, and then wanting to become whole, wanting to be together. I see this in these cards, these 4 cards, just the separation of 2 people that belong together, that make a whole together, and that they truly love each other. Now let's see what the spiritual messages of the Mystic Forest Oracle cards say. What is the possible resolution of these cards? Here it says, spark of life. Don't sink into hopelessness and despair, for in your lives a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. Maybe it's, for in you lives a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. You can overcome everything your destiny depends upon. So it's interesting because it mentions hopelessness and despair. And this spark of life, this spark of love that is between you two is undefeated and unbeatable. That's what the card wants to suggest. This spark is there and you cannot extinguish it. And then it says, no problem. You are not meant to struggle and fight your way through. Drop the concerns of your ego and watch imaginary walls crumble away. You've already won. So yeah, the ego card, this often represents the ego that wanting to win at the expense of someone else. And here it says, drop the concerns of your ego. There is no problem really. And this card here next to it suggests that the spark that is between you, you could trust it. There is no problem. It only appears so when we look from the point of ego. Time to act. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. And here again, you see the steps. Like here, and again here. So there is a path in front of you, and it looks like it's about time to act. And you don't have to do everything at once or know everything at once. Just take the first step. So it's interesting. Believe in the spark between you. There is no problem really, and start doing something. Take the first step. And then the next card is the beginning. There's still time to adjust or start over. Feel life flowing freely through your being. All your wishes can come true in the creative potential of a new beginning. So yeah, this again suggests some heartbreak and the situation after the heartbreak, because there's still time to adjust or start over. And you can feel this life between you flowing freely through your being. All your wishes can come true in the creative potential of a new beginning. So there is this feeling that a new beginning is about to begin. And maybe soon the time will come to take the first step. Now let's just pull some 2 cards more. And here we have saving grace. Forgiving yourself and others heals the wound and sets you free. We see the chain here. And it's interesting because this is the conflict card. And here it says to forgive yourself and others. So maybe there is some sort of pain still going on between you and your person, and you need to forgive each other and believe in the spark between you. Carried away, let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. So interesting. It looks like there will be something happening very unexpectedly, and just the cards just say enjoy it, let yourself be carried away in this feeling. And the next card is be here now. Practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight. This again reflects these 2 cards, these 2 spiritual cards, and it wants to tell you just to meditate, to be here, also enjoy being carried away, enjoy being in love. And then here says river or release. Drift along the river of release. River of release, sorry. Drift along the river of release where waters carry away burdens, guiding towards renewal. The river of release, yeah, that's again similar to forgiving yourself and others. The waters can carry away your burdens and you can be renewed. And this goes well with this beginning card. So basically we need to let go for new things to be able to begin. Which also means letting go of our burdens or our imagined burdens, because there is no problem, as it says here. And trust in the feeling between you and your person. Let go of ego, go inside, get in touch with yourself, and enjoy the beautiful moments between the 2 of you. It's the pure love that the life is worth living for. That is the whole point of life, this love. So, and let's just pull just one more card to see the message from the universe. And here it says, sometimes things did not work out the way you expected them to, because you were being prepared for something better. Yes, so even if you were disappointed in something, maybe something that was between the 2 of you, between you and your person, had to die and transform, and it did not work out the way you expected it to, but that's just because something better is about to happen. And yeah, your task is only to enjoy it and to be in touch with yourself. So thank you for listening and watching, and have a nice day. Have a nice, beautiful day. See you next time. Bye.